Hello, it's me, RNG. It's 8:45, I think. And I've been lazy all day and I'm gonna do an eat video. Hooray! Anyway, what the video is about is what's the most useless gadget from every Techweb, including stuff like the music Techweb, which includes the sound effects, stuff like the pets Techweb, which does count, the secret Techweb, and yeah, stuff that. Let's get right into it, starting with the suburbs Techweb. Now, we're immediately going to rule out paint being the most useless because you can use them for maps, you can paint blocks with them, or you're going to grab a different paint. Okay, yeah, you can paint blocks with them. Some of the glowing ones even do light sources, and you can also make reskins. There's stuff that I don't know if you can really count as a gadget, like the hider detector and the explosive bomb, because you place them down, but they somewhat work as gadgets. So I think that the most useless gadget, even though it can get you book coins from this entire Techweb, it has to go to the compass. How does this help you get book coins, you may ask? If you're near a book coin stash with controller vibrations on, it vibrates your controller. But here's the thing, a lot of people have controller vibrations turned off. So this gadget just becomes finding portals, which you're far away from them, they get bundled together and it looks really weird. I am saying that this is more useless than ones like the bundle, loot sack. But you can make better reskins out of the loot sack than you can with the compass. And by the way, you can easily get book coins from this because you can carry stuff with it. So I'm saying that the most useless gadget is not the bundle, rather the compass. Why am I calling this a bundle? Now, the snow biome. Now this all has very useful gadgets like the grappling hook. And yeah, like I said before, pits are going to be the most useful because of all its uses. But there's like no or items on here. Like, it's literally only the snowball, the paints. And I'm talking about ones you can just equip normally, like no creative. And you, like, I get it, you aren't in creative, but your main use is creative. So in all was, yeah. So the hot cocoa is actually useful because of that. Also on Fraser's room. How did I not get that? You thought I was going to say it's the most useless. No, it's actually useful. I think that the most useless on this Techweb is the Snowblade launcher. It's very hard to get precision. It's actually right here as well. Look. If you're from afar, it actually curls. And like, it curls so much. It took me like 1,000 tries to get that gnome. So you have to be up close with it. And unlike the chainsaw, this doesn't really work with like... I should the sword come out. But this doesn't really work with like creative. The sword blade turret is good, but that's because it's a turret and goes out without you needing cotton for it. So overall, the most useful on this Techweb, other than paints, is grappling hook, and the least useful is the sword blade launcher. I am accounting for money that you need to get it for, by the way, because for the compass you at least need blue, which actually some of these cost a lot, which is why the most useful on the can sheep. Now on to the fantasy bomb because it's medium. This has every potion on it.
Like seriously, just like every potion, every single one of them.
Which I'm not saying there is the most useless. All of these, like the arrow, spear, grappling arrow, and shockwave mace. Paints, like I said, doesn't count.
How would I just say that with an accent?
The saddle. And I think that's everything. But I think that the most useless gadget is the blindness potion specifically.
Literally 10 seconds ago, I said that I'm not saying they're the most useless.
Because it makes you go Wait. It's a tie between blindness and poison. But because we're factoring in price, blindness. I get it, poison's just but it's similar to the slow falling potion in colour. And I think it's also very similar to the levitation potion in colour. So you could trick people into thinking it's that. For this, it's so obviously blindness. So like, it's kind of useless. So, the most useless is the blindness potion, and
I low-key forgot this thing existed. If I remembered, it would have been blindness potion, but it's like not that useless if we're factoring that thing.
Blindness potion, and the most useful is the shockwave mace. This is actually really cheap to get to. You need a 50 potion, a couple of terrains, then the arrow, the grappling arrow, and the shockwave mace. It's easier to get the shockwave mace on this Techweb than it is to get glowing cyan paint on this Techweb. Now onto the ocean.
So, this is a part 1. Just kidding.
We're immediately ruling out everything to do with fishing. And every paint, because I said that before. But, in my opinion, the worst gadget on this Techweb is the sticky impulse. The impulse grenade.
Don't worry, because I'm pretty sure I change it soon.
Because what does it really, like, I get it. It's less than the explosive grenade by 300 cotton. I get it. It could be useful in some situations. But if I'm not gonna cook. Does this snap back? And now I'm gonna have to go back here because this is actually the easiest way to get cotton hit back here. If I get the sticky impulse, oh wait, no, they're actually the same. Okay, so
I look so much like an idiot there. Oh my god.
It's not the impulse, it's actually kind of good. In my opinion, it's the sticky smoke grenade, actually. Because who's actually using smoke? Because, like, these two are knockback and this one's cheaper in cotton. Who actually uses the smoke grenade? Use, like, all the blocks or the sticky. Don't use the grenade. The grenade's pretty and for the most useful, for its price, I say for its price because why is it so expensive to just get the missile turret and just the pellet turret? It takes, like, I think it takes over a bundle to get over to that.
I'm way too lazy to calculate that, so someone calculate that right now.
So but it's still kind of useful for its price. But the most useful for its price is actually the toy fishing rod. Because you need 3 things to get it. And 200 plus. This 500, that's 5 days. Not even 5 days of logging in. And then once you get to the pro fishing rod, it is good for its price, but it's 1,200. Also, I think some of the fish can get you blocked. Anyway, desert biome. I really want this paint, making it the most useful item. Just kidding. Or the most useless, in my opinion. Most useless gadget, in my opinion, is the lighter. It's only good for reskins. Like, the grenade makes sense because you can throw the grenade at people. Like, yeah, but like this, who uses the lighter? It's cool for making chains of stuff, but it's not really that good. And like, the match is cheap. Because it's basically just a lighter. So the lighter is the most useless, and the most useful is the air grabber. Because I find it better for building than the wrist wing. Dare I say it? Also, I thought glowing white was glowing yellow. I'm just gonna say that. Now, here are like the two that just have no gadgets on them, because these are primarily for building. I'd say the most useless is the only one that I can count, but then there's two, and I'm saying it. The wrist vacuum is more useless than the sticky radiation bomb, because the radiation bomb is OP. So it's not really that hard to, yeah. And then, for this Techweb, just gotta do something real quick. This Techweb has one gadget. The flag. Making it both the most useful and useless item on this Techweb. Now the music, Suburbs used to have those two, so yeah. This used to be exclusive to the Christmas thing, I think. But yeah, Suburbs used to have all the microphones and the party stuff. And I'm saying it, the most useless is the stuffed record player. That's actually a pillow, so I can't count it. I think that the most useless is the soundboard. Because for its price, it just plays a bunch of sounds. It's funny, but it's useless. Like the drumstick is 100, so that's like actually cheap.
I have also made a reskin out of the drumstick.
Again, we're on a Techweb that has one gadget.
Speaking of gadgets, the most useful on the music Techweb is the Bojo.
The prop gun. Making it both the most useful and most useless. Now, for the extra shops over here, none of them have gadgets. Actually, no, this one has the banner, making it both the most useful and most useless again. And then this one, seriously, just has no gadgets. This is the only Techweb in the game that has no gadgets. God damn it, I have to turn my lights on. Now, on this one, I'll be doing it a bit differently. I'll count, not the pets, but I'll count the gadgets here and not these. I'm just going to point out the rules before I do any of them. I'll count everything here. I said I'll count like these. I'm scared that one of them's going to be copyrighted. I'll count all the sound things because all of them could be useful in some way. And I'll count none of these as they're all reskins. I might, because like, you're a freeze ray and you're a flail. So whichever one's more limited, then I would count, which is you. Because I think that has less than 20 days left. So that's the most useful there. The most useless is anything that's just all, like, year round. Like, anything that's just not limited and just a reskin. Most useless here is the stop sign, because who's actually stopping their pets. Oh yeah, the most useful is the pet brush. Because it's good for so much quests, and it's also goated. For this, the most useless is the car without a seat. Everything else has a seat other than this. I get it's a fraction of the price than the other cars, but no one actually has, barely anyone has this. I don't know what the most useful is. I'd say the remote, because you have to use the remote to use anything else on here. Except for the camera and the FPV goggles. That's good. But I wouldn't really count that. So I would say that the RC toy remote is the most useful. And out of all the sound effects we have, immediately, is a fart joke, but it's goated. So I think is the most useless, because it plays a similar sound where you just have no inserted media into the box. So that's the most useless off of that Techweb. And which Techweb's left? None of them.
The most useful on the sound effects is the blowing up one.
In case you're wondering, the most useless out of all of the ones that I said was useless is most definitely, and I mean most definitely, the sticky or smoke. No, wait, no. The blindness, purely because he's actually drinking that. And the most useful out of all the ones I said was useful, in my opinion. Wait, did I say a useful one for this? I didn't say a useful one for this. So, they lowered the price of the bat, which actually makes it OP. I swear this used to be 500 buck coins. I also swear it used to be up there or up here. I swear the bat was up here. Anyway, that's the most useful item from that. But the most useful item out of any of them is the air grabber, because this game relies on the community world at this point. There's an entire section for them. And in my opinion, it's the best thing for building community worlds. Dare I say it. Anyway, remember, CAFB, and see you later. Bye 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 bye.
It took me 2 weeks to edit that. 2. I love procrastinating, but 2 was insane.